This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
On first down, Brees. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He can do an open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brees leaves this one with Kamara, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, Kamara. That one, and another 1st down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, let's go!
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, alert, alert. Mike, 51.
To throw is Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Brees. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Ziggy Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Run pass, run pass.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. Now it's caught. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing.